Hey guys, and welcome back to Copy Cuber. Today I will be teaching you how to solve the 4x4. So if you don't know how to solve a 3x3, you have to go and check out a tutorial about that. I have a tutorial on my channel. And and that's because the last step is actually solving it like a 3x3. So except for that, let's begin. So you can scramble it with me. I'll scramble it like this. So it should look like this, but it's actually not like important. So the first step is solving the white center. Now this is the reduction method, so we're always going to start with the white center. But if you're starting to get a bit more advanced, you can start solving the yellow center first. But for now, we'll be solving it on the white. So what I like to do is solve it like a 2x2 so that it becomes a lot faster and easier. So if you know how to solve a 2x2, this should be pretty easy. So this piece that goes here, you can insert it like that, so that you get like an L. And then you can see this piece is right here, and that goes right here. So we put it here, and we can just do this algorithm to insert. Now we're done with the white center. If you didn't get that, then rewatch the video and you'll see what I meant. Next is actually the yellow center. So this we cannot solve like a 2x2 because sometimes it can be like they're like one corner. So instead what we'll have to do is, for example, do an F turn here to see we can knock this one out by doing a wide L prime. Then we can move that, then take the wide L, and then this piece is in our L with these. And then if we look around, the next piece is right here. So we can see this part is a bit tricky. So you can't just like do this or something, because that won't work. Instead, what you'll have to do is find it so that this is not solved, and this bar is right here, and this piece is just right here. So we want to pair this up with a wide L or LW. Then we can turn it like this so that it doesn't knock it out, and then turn it back down. Then you're done with the yellow center. Congratulations. And now let's start with the blue center out of these 4 last centers. Now the last 2 centers are a lot harder than the other ones, so make sure to watch that video a bit more. That part of the video, sorry. So let's start with the blue one. As you can see here, we don't have as many turns to work with, because if we do a wide U, then it messes up these centers. So instead, what we can do is do like this, then insert it like this, then like that, and like that. So we don't have to like do a like this, like a wide move. So we can just do like a U prime, and then it's done. Now here is basically the same. So this is basically just the reverse, so like this. And then you're done with the blue center. And then the red center, that one actually goes here. So we'll actually do the orange one. It's very important to know your color scheme. For example, if you solve first the white center, then the yellow has to be opposite. Then we're doing blue first. So it's like this. Then orange, which is right here. Then green. Then red. So if you have a 3x3 laying around that has the correct color scheme, like this GameCube, then I recommend picking it here so that you know the color scheme. Then the orange one, now we continue. So the orange center is a bit more tricky because, yeah, so you can't just, for example, do that because it destroys the blue center. So what we'll have to do is do this to pair it up, move it out of the way, and turn it back. Then we can make it so that it's like an L like this. And then there's this piece right here. So this we can just like turn this layer until it makes a bar. Then return that. And then done. Then the green and red, these are the hardest ones. Because now you only have a lot fewer moves to work with. So what I like to do is, because if we see the 3x3, it's supposed to be like this, not the opposite way. So what I like to do is do white L, white L, F2, and then white L prime. And then we see this one, we can pair it up like this. Then turn it, and then we're done. So when you solve one of these centers, the last one automatically gets solved. So now let's move on to the edges. Now for me, when I was learning the 4x4, it was very tough for the edges. So if it's the case for you, good luck, because I'm trying to make this as easy as possible. So you can just pick any edge. In my case, I'll pick the green-red edge. So I'll look around, and here the other one. So we're like supposed to pair it up like this. And if these two are connecting, then we can't just like do that to connect it. The other one gets pushed away. So this is a flipping algorithm that I use for the 4x4. It goes like this: R, U, R prime, and then hedge slammer. And then as we see, it flipped this. Now, don't care about the corners. We'll get to that later. So now, as you see, we can pair it up. And then now what we have to do is, because if we just restore the centers, it will not just like get paired up. So if we have it like this, we can insert it in one of these 4 pieces. So here I'll just insert it like this, then move it out of the way, and then like this, and then there. And then now let's do let's say the blue-white piece. Now where's the blue-white piece? It's right here. So what we can do to get it down, it just like, for example, when you have this case on a 3x3, when you're, for example, doing F2L, you can just insert it like that. That's what we can do here. As you see, it's paired up. And now let's just insert it. And make sure to not do this, otherwise this will happen. So you'll have to like take it up, put a random edge there, and then yeah, and then just turn it back. And now let's do the green-orange piece. So where is that piece? It's right here. So here's the trick. You don't have to do that flipping algorithm. Then do UW2 and then insert it. You can just do this. Then that's flipping algorithm. And then turn it back. And then I'll see it's solved. So you can just turn it up like that. Now what you can do, I said that you can't do this, because then this one will get out. So what you can do is push one of them out of the way. So it's right here. Then turn that one out of the way. And then put it back. And then let's do this piece. The red white piece. So it's right here. So what I like to do is flip the cube upside down. Just to like insert it like this. And now they're like flipped. So what we can do is flip it upside down so that it's like this again. And then we turn it like this so that they both like move. Then we do that flipping algorithm on the one closest to the right. Then turn it back. As you see here, we've solved that piece. Now here, it can be a bit hard. Because let's say you solved all of these 4 edges. Now you're solving these. You can't just do this. So then the one that was here would get up here. So what we have to do is again, push it out of the way. Take that unsolved one down. And then put it back. So now what we want to do is just flip it upside down again. A lot of flipping. So now what you want to do is the same thing. So I'll do this piece, the blue yellow. It's right here. So I'll do this, the flipping algorithm. Then solve it, put it up, and just continue like that. So the red piece. And sometimes you can get cases like this. Just it is being solved on themselves. And then the last piece right here. And then here. Then yeah, it can also happen like this. And they're not solved on the other side. But then just push it out of the way, take out the unsolved edge, and put it back. So these 4 are the hardest ones. So what you want to do is, well, not like make it so that you can insert them up here, but you want to make them so that you have to do the flipping algorithm to solve them. So like this, flipping algorithm. Then we don't have to push it up. We can just let it stay there. And then we can solve the green yellow piece, which is easy. And then now, yeah, it can also happen that it's happening like this, that they get paired up. And that's not what we want. So we want to do the flipping algorithm. Yeah. Then do UW2, flipping algorithm. And then UW2. And now you just gotta solve it like a 3x3. So it shouldn't be too hard if you know how to solve one. And yeah, that's the end of the video. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.